Hey gang, what's happening? It's Jay, and I'm coming at you with another gear review. This time it's from a company that I've really grown to like here over the last couple of years with their budget-minded rifle scopes, and that is CVLIFE, as you can see there. CVLIFE really does a great job with some budget-minded, wallet-friendly rifle scopes that really give you a lot of great bang for the buck. Good clarity, good features, durable, nicely finished products that I myself and quite a few others out there really enjoy. So this one here, CVLIFE, they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to review their 4-16x44 rifle scope. So I said, sure, why not? I am in an SPR phase right now, so I can always use another higher powered scope for some SPR build. So this one here is their EagleFeather 4-16x44 rifle scope. So some really neat features with this. One of the first things here is easy adjustment for your magnification. So you can see here we can go everywhere from a 4-power magnification all the way up to a 16 power for your magnification. So haven't used it out in the field so far. I tell you what, it is a nice crisp image when you start really reaching out there at a few hundred yards for your ranging. You have a nice adjustment here for the rear of the scope, so as you can fine tune that to bring everything into view. That works out really neat there for your eyepiece, so that works out well. They do give you two 30mm scope rings, so that is nice as well. And they sit at an appropriate height there on your rifle for clearing anything that you may have underneath, but it gives you enough room over your pick rails there. Nice adjustment for your windage and for your elevation. So this is, I really kind of like this here. So they do have the large exposed adjustable turrets on it, which are also lockable, and you can reset them to 0. So that is a nice feature. You don't always have that on everything, but I personally like having these big fat exposed turrets. It's easier to adjust out in the field, especially for adjusting on the fly. And I like that feature where you can go ahead and lock it down once you have your 0, and then reset it. So if you only need to go 2 or 3 clicks up, 2 or 3 clicks down, you can go ahead and do that, and it keeps things really simple. It also has a nice audible click to it. I don't know how well you can hear it here, but it's a nice sure click, and there's a fair amount of resistance to it, so you're not going to accidentally go over 1 or 2 because you're not paying attention. It's there. It is nice and solid. So that is a nice feature. And then obviously you have the same thing when it comes to your windage as well. I'm sure you guys can hear that just fine there. So you have that on your turrets. And then on the flip side, you have 2 different lighted reticles. As far as you have one reticle, it's just a standard mil dot reticle, but you do have illumination on it. You can either do green or red, and there is 5 different brightness settings for each of those. You have your battery compartment off to the side here. One of the nice things is they do give you 2 batteries for it. I like that. They give you extra batteries to play with, and they are CR2032s. So just about everything in the arsenal takes that. So it's nice to always have all of those extra batteries on hand. Another nice feature with this scope is it has a side parallax adjustment. So for you guys who aren't familiar with parallax, so essentially what you have is when you are looking through the crosshairs of your scope, if you are not completely lined up behind the scope, so you have your crosshairs, if you are not completely lined up with your eye, with your shoulder, everything right in line, that crosshair wants to move to the left, right, up or down, what have you. A nice feature with this is by being able to adjust that parallax, and that parallax can actually be adjusted from, actually it is 10 yards all the way to 400 yards and then infinity, actually. So if you're reaching out past 400 yards, you can adjust that, put that on the infinity symbol for being able to put your parallax all the way out. So if you, let's say you're shooting at 200 yards, you adjust your parallax for 200 yards, and that is going to bring you in line. So when you are behind your scope, and if you're not quite lined up on it, your crosshairs are going to remain where they're at while you're looking through the scope, even if you're not exactly lined up right on the ball. So basically it gives you greater accuracy over distance, where otherwise you could be off by a couple of feet, a couple of 100 yards out. So that, to me, that was a really nice feature for me as well, especially as I'm exploring more long range shooting. That I think that's really nice. So there is that, and then you also have, they give you caps for both the front and the rear of it. We talked about the fact that they give you 2 spare batteries. They of course give you a lens cloth. They give you 2 Allen keys, and then they give you a sunshade as well for putting on the front. I don't use that, but that is there as well. Some specs on it here. You are at, it is a 1/4 MOA adjustments on that. You have the ocular lens is 36 millimeters. Your objective lens is 44 millimeters. Parallax, once again, we have from 10 yards out to infinity. Your eye relief, it is anywhere from 3.8 to 4.7 inches. I find that for me, it's that 3.5 to 4 inch range is pretty much perfect. Field of view, at 4 times magnification, your field of view is 24.5 feet. At 16 magnification, your field of view is 6.3 feet. So obviously that makes sense. If you know anything about optics, the further out you go, the smaller a field of view you are going to get. So you have that. It is overall length for you guys who want to make sure it's going to work on top of your rifle platform. You are at 12.2 inches. And total weight wise, you're just a tad under 23 ounces at 22.93 ounces. That's about it, gang. So anyways, I have had great luck with CVLIFE scopes. I have one of their 1-6 EagleFeather LPVOs on one of my other guns, and I like it a lot. So this here has done pretty well here so far. So we'll be putting it back on and going to town again. I am doing an off the rifle review of this because this review may go on Amazon, and we know how they don't like guns in the videos. So anyways, I'm trying to keep it Amazon friendly and to help CVLIFE out, so that they've been good to me. So if I can do a video that kind of sticks within those parameters so that they can use it for some advertising, then hey, it's all good, right? So nothing lost there. So anyways, that's what we got, guys. CVLIFE, the 4-16x44 EagleFeather rifle scope. And if you guys look down in the description, you will find the links to it on Amazon and all of that other good pertinent information. All right, so if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, put them down below. We love talking about this stuff. But otherwise, we will catch you on the other side. You guys be good, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.